What's up, you all? Welcome back to our channel. This is Timstuh, and today we are talking about the PowerA wired controller for Xbox One. Now, we come across these a lot if you go to a Walmart, if you're looking online on Amazon for either an intermediate, a temporary, or an emergency controller to replace your broken one. For the most part, if you got the original Xbox wireless controller still. But you guys, this is not just your typical review, as this is actually a 6-month update on how long and how this controller has been holding up. Is it the best $20 that we've spent? We're gonna definitely let you all know in this video right now. So before I get started with that, I just want to say, if you enjoy content like this, tech talks or tech reviews and just updates and what we are doing, and further some in terms of streamers and gaming and supplements we can utilize energy, get involved, get right here with some gaming fitness so you can have some fun, and make sure you just give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It'll really mean the world. You'll stay part of the famo and you'll be able to have just a lot of fun stuff. We get engagements and everywhere else on all platforms. And speaking of all platforms, I want to thank you all on TikTok for over 135,000 followers, almost at 140,000. So I do appreciate you all so much for that. We do tons of tech talks on here, which is why it has inspired us to continue long format videos. Thank you for our Twitch growing community at almost 1,200 followers. And thank you for here, as we're constantly trying to grow and create stuff. So your help is always appreciated. And you know, I'm going to get right back at you all. If you don't know, well, now you know. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. This is the PowerA controller, and just a quick backstory. I barely got my Xbox One, by the way. That's going to be another video, so let me know if y'all want to hear that video too, or if y'all want to be part of that video. I barely got my Xbox last March, so March 2020. We're in March 2021 now. And so midway through, my Xbox controller did break. The white one, I don't know where my white one's at. The white controller that I had did break. And I was like, okay, well, now we need a controller, but I don't know if I want to drop another freaking however much they were online at the time due to what was going on. Sometimes they were up in demand and they were fairly expensive, or they just took a long time to come in the mail, because I do a lot of stuff online. And at Walmart was really much, the ones near me were kind of just really on a back order type of situation. And I ran into the PowerA, right? And I was like, okay, let's go ahead and try it out. And so when I did try it out, it was cool. So basically the PowerA, it turns on right here, knowing that you have it plugged in via USB. This is the way it looks. Light, it's red, and it has black in the back. These are kind of the buttons. This is the red format. It's called, I think the full name for it is the PowerA Enhanced Wired Controller for Xbox. And so let's look over the box that it did originally come in. So here's the box right here. This is kind of how it looks. And then, so let's read over some specifications, and then we'll just get right into it. It says it has dual rumble motors. It has removable 8 feet of a USB cable, and then has precision tuned analog sticks, and then 3.5mm headset jack. So if you are using your headsets, if you're in parties, that's what I was looking for, because there's legit other Xbox One controllers that don't have a headset jack that's 3.5mm. Some of them actually you had to go through a headset adapter for it. So that you had to make sure for that. So I saw that and I was like, okay, well, I need that, because I was trying to hang out with my friends and play games. Sad day, right? It says soft finish touch, and it is a wired controller, and then it says Xbox One and Windows 10. So that's kind of how the box looks. It was just a controller in there with a sleek glove fit with it, and that's how it looks in the back. So with this right here, now this I do want to talk about, because we're going to talk about all the button functionality and what I do now. So when I got my Xbox last year, broke my Xbox One wireless controller broke, the white one that came with it. I got the 1S. Then now I had to find the controller. Ended up getting this for $20 at Walmart. Then so now I've been utilizing it since then. I think about September till now, so that's about a 6-month span. I use it heavily for Call of Duty, Warzone, and Black Ops. That's mostly what I have been playing. I did play Dead by Daylight also a lot with this controller, but I would say it's more geared towards my Call of Duty play, and playing Call of Duty with controllers is tough. It's a lot of double tapping on the LS, the L3 buttons. This compatibility right here, you press that a lot to run and sprint in Call of Duty. And then also you have to use this right bumper to use your frags, and to use all of your tacticals on your left bumper too. So those are very important buttons, and so that's why we're going to talk about that, because when you're using that, there's a Call of Duty can make your controller go through fast wear and tear. So overall, 6-month update. The L3 right here, this one kind of just wore down on me already. It's very hard for me to really get like a sprint going on Call of Duty. So this one kind of already went out the window, but for 6 months for $20, I still feel like it can kind of work, but I gotta really move it around. I gotta kind of pull it out a bit. Hey, I gotta pull it out a little bit right here. The R3 RS button works completely fine. It clicks, it's really clean. This one doesn't click as much at times. I had to really move it around. Kind of feels like you gotta throw some WD-40 in there. But that one doesn't work. D-pad is fully functional still in 6 months after a lot. I'm telling you, I do a lot of wear and tear on this controller. All the buttons and the capabilities are great. So the B button, the A button, the X button, and the Y button are perfect. The functionality is still on. So that works. And so my left bumper works completely great. My right bumper is done, almost done already. It doesn't give you a full click. So right here, you can't really feel the click, but like right here you can hear it. So I don't get that full clicking function. Like right there I did it if I did it hard, but you don't get it. You have to really press it. Triggers are working great. They both work. Though the shooting trigger, the right trigger, can tend to jam a lot, but not too heavily to where it's not noticeable. You just have to really give some extra effort to press some of those. So I would say definitely the right bumper, right trigger kind of are getting worn down after 6 months. And then my sprint. So those are very important all in Call of Duty, as you know that those are probably some of the top 3 buttons you do need, from throwing your frags to being able to shoot your gun and to be able to actually sprint. The L3 you have to work out a bit. Or the tactic, I mean the frags, you can get it rolling, and then the gun can sometimes. Now that's a very low percentage, but it all still works overall pretty good. Start and select button is very great. The menu button, home button works completely fine still. And then my last thing that I'm actually surprised with that I want to end y'all with is that the 3.5 millimeter right here still works flawless. I think that's my biggest surprise. I actually thought that the headset jack would probably go out first because it does feel really light, and it can feel a budget durability. It feels kind of cheap. But I thought the headset was going to go out, but it surprised me. The headset still works, and I'm really surprised at it. I'm able to talk through it clearly, and I think that's probably the main functionality. It is very light versus a regular Xbox controller, so it can feel cheaply made. As soon as you touch it, it's just a little bit lighter, but it does feel real tight, compressed, where you can perform at it. But I'd say after 4 to 6 months, you will feel wear and tear. Now, will it completely go off on you? I don't know. It just depends on how you're treating it. But you're playing far more campaign type games, and things that are not as much stress on the controller, I believe that this can really last a little while. Honestly, it surprised me to my extent, because Call of Duty is very intensified when it comes down to wearing down a controller, because it gets intense. It's competitive. It's fast. You got to rapidly press stuff. You got to really dig into the controllers. And so it's lasted me a little while. This is the PowerA. So if y'all like it, let me know what's up. Leave some questions below, or leave me your experiences in the comments below, because I know some people have different experiences for everything when it comes down to budget tech. So my name is Timstuh, you all. I appreciate you so much tuning into our channel. And if you want more, remember, hit us up with a subscribe, and it really does mean a lot. Thank you for everything you all do, and have a good one. Peace.